over one of the hometown heroes. We're about to find out.
Raymond Bowley from England. Referee Godara from Mauritius.
And a fair old rocket from the Indian support for their man coming out of the blue corner, Jai Bhagwan. So the lightweight division, 60 kilograms, and the man fancied for this, and indeed to be there or thereabouts when the medals are distributed. The taller of the two in blue, and already Bhagwan starting to settle down and enjoying himself. He's nice and relaxed, and he's almost got a professional style, hasn't he?
Well, he's not hanging around, is he? He's very, very confident. Got the crowd behind him, so he wants a good positive start. But his opponent here keeping that guard nice and high, very sensible, because Bhagwan is coming out to land big shots early on. Straight away he's one up. Yeah, he looks very relaxed, and he's very experienced, remember. I mean, he was beaten by Frankie Gavin, but that's no disgrace. Gavin, obviously a world champion as an amateur. So he has got the pedigree, and he's got the experience, Bhagwan.
Yes, and after the Commonwealth Games 4 years ago, he's boxed in 2 successive world championships with not great success. In 2007, he beat Valentino Knowles from the Bahamas, who's also one of the favourites, and then beat a Georgian and lost to a good Colombian, Perez. And then 2009 in Milan last year, he got to the third series, having on the way disposed of the Irishman Eric Donovan. So he's gained experience all the way, and therefore quite rightly is regarded as one of the medal favourites here. Midway through the first, and Bhagwan comfortably 2-0 up, not getting himself involved at this stage, and sensibly with that huge height and reach advantage, he's using that. K.L.M. coming forward in straight lines.
What K.L.M.'s got to do here, Jim, he's got to get close to Bhagwan. He's got to get inside that long reach of the Indians and try and whip probably the right hand over the top, because if you look at Bhagwan's low left hand, he's open to that shot, and there you go, he's got one on the board. So he's got to keep the guard very, very high. He's got to block the shots and bob and weave, as they say, in front of his man, and then, a fast approach like the one we just saw there from him.
The left hand wasn't too far away from scoring, but you've got to land with sufficient force with the knuckle part of the glove in the target area. That's the head and the torso, and 3 of the 5 judges at ringside have got to, in the same second, press the appropriate button. I think the Indian court won't be all that desperately pleased with Mr. Bhagwan's opening round. It's been a bit on the sloppy side. Good solid left into the body from Bhagwan. Into the final 30 seconds of the opening 3 minutes. Boxing has reverted to 3 3-minute rounds, having experimented with 4 2-minute rounds for some time. Lightweight, one of the divisions unaffected by the reshuffling to accommodate only 10 divisions, which is what we're going to get in the Olympics in London. Good defence once again by K.L.M. Got the hands up, and Bhagwan's finding it difficult to break down. And when you're the taller man, you've got to punch down, and the target area is so much smaller.
Well, he looked to be well in control, didn't he? But it's literally because K.L.M. had that very tight guard that not many punches has got through. So he's confident. I mean, he looks streets ahead of his opponent, but because K.L.M.'s got a good guard, nothing is getting through at the moment. Here he is on the attack, switching the attack there from the body to the head with that long left hook. But K.L.M., to his credit, he's staying nice and tight, and he's blocking a lot of the shots on the arm, so nothing's getting through there. So, I mean, the Indian, he's very, very confident, but he's just got to be a little bit more accurate with his punches.
Just a single point between them, and that perhaps wouldn't have been predicted, given that the man in blue, the 25-year-old Jai Bhagwan, in his second Commonwealth Games, is one of the gold medal favourites here, and he's opened up a 3-point lead now. I think the corner will have said to him, come on, you've just rested on your laurels a little bit, you've got to step it up, and my word, he has stepped it up, Richie.
Yeah, he just went through the gears there, didn't he? That was a great injection of pace there. A couple of good body shots went in, whipping right bolo shots as they call them now, that go in there and went in. And also is that right hand straight to the middle. That's the one that did the damage and got the points on the board.
Well, he's done exactly what he needed to do. He's opened up a nice 4-point gap, and he's just sat back a little bit now, and he's admiring his work. Caleb coming steaming forward, with good defence by Bhagwan. Only conceded the 1 point, remember. Throws that left hand with the open part of the glove.
Well, we spoke about the accuracy during the break in the round, and that's what Bhagwan has done here. To start, he's then got more accurate with the shots, especially with that right hand, and that's what it needed. But he jumped on his opponent, didn't he, early on at the start of this round. Sort of surprised Caleb a little bit, and yeah, it was a great response from him from that corner.
Good defence from Bhagwan. Caleb really is not going down below. There's plenty of target there when Bhagwan lifts those hands up. Watch the head from the referee to Caleb. Oh, good slicing right. Terrific shot by Bhagwan, and a left to follow. When he puts it together, he does look very impressive.
Yeah, that hurt his opponent, definitely. And then he came back also with a nice left up there. But that short, sharp right hand over the top there from Bhagwan, that was a great shot.
Caleb is nothing if not game. He's battled away right from the start. He's been outgunned in terms of height and reach and skill and experience, but he's got a great little engine and a great heart. Not making much impression in the defence of Bhagwan though. He would try to open him up again, just teasing him with the left and trying to bring the right in.
Yeah, he's just not sustaining the attacks for long enough here, Jim. What he should be doing is he should be moving those feet in a little bit more and trying to push Bhagwan back onto the ropes. That's what he should be doing. From centre ring, you see, Bhagwan is in control. When he's boxing in the spaces, then he's moving around his opponent. But if you push a man back to the ropes, you're restricting his movement, and that's what Caleb has got to start to do here.
Bhagwan, he thought might have finished that round with a flurry as he started it, but he didn't bother, and he's looking pretty comfortable, saving himself for what will be a tougher contest to come in this very, very strong division. Thomas Stoker, Luke Jackson from Australia's in it, Josh Taylor from Scotland, Darren Edwards from Wales, Alex Rinn from Canada, who's actually a Mexican, and the Northern Irishman Mark O'Hara is coming up later on against the good New Zealander.
Yes, good stuff here from Bhagwan. Chopping right hands. There's that bolo shot underneath. Lovely shot that was. And then keeps his man pinned on those ropes with a couple of good stiff right hands.
Hardly broken sweat. Well, it's a difficult task for the chap in the red and black from Naru, Colan Caleb. His first major games against the very experienced Jai Bhagwan. Lost to Frankie Gavin 4 years ago in Melbourne, competed in 2 successive World Championships and won his opening 2 contests in both of them. Quite reaching the quarter-finals, but coming very close. And back in March, in what was called the Test Tournament, he beat opponents from Botswana, and Scotland, and England in the shape of Danny Phillips, and then the good Bahamian Valentino Knowles in the final. 8-1 up Bhagwan.
What I like about Bhagwan also, Jim, here, what he does, boxing at range, he knows that he has to keep that gap between himself and his opponent, but when his opponent gets close, he covers up well, so he gets his guard up and tries to block. Yeah, see there, look, just blocking the shots, but he knows that he has to box at range. He's got that chopping right hand. He sort of throws it downwards, just over the left lead of Caleb. And that's the shot that's been doing all the damage for me.
Don't push your opponent away. The gesture from the referee. Keep the punches up. Remember, in amateur boxing, only 3 verbal commands: stop, break and box. Everything else done by a series of internationally accepted signs. Bhagwan's really coasting. There's that little over-the-top right hand again. Turned the wrist over very nicely. Picked up another point. 9-1 now to the Indian gold medal favourite, or certainly one of the gold medal favourites. I think Mr. Thomas Stoker from England might have something to say about that.
Well, this is a good contest for Bhagwan, just to break into the tournament, you know, shake off any nerves, get the feeling of the crowd again, get confident. So yeah, it's obviously as well, from a boxing point of view, he's being able to practice his shots, and this is just a nice little contest for him to get into things.
He's been cautioned for 3 very minor offences in this last round, which sure won't bother him nor indeed his own corner. But good footwork, he gets in and out very quickly. Well, he conceded 1 point throughout and has never looked in any real danger at all. Oh, right again. Eventually impressed the judges. 10-1, nice way to finish. Last few seconds. Big applause from the crowd. That's a good right hand again. That's the right at the end, just to emphasize the superiority. He's forced his opponent, Colan from Naru, to take a standing 8 count. It only registers 1 score on the computer system. Nice little touch of hands at the end, and a pretty impressive, if not exactly self-extending performance by Bhagwan.
Oh, yeah, good display. Showed a good range of movement there, good range of shots, especially with that right hand. There's that chopping right hand over the top. Super little punch there, and again, and then he whips one underneath the bolo shot. So yeah, good variation in his work, good workout for him.
There were 3 good scoring punches there, and only one of them registered on the computer system, which is one of the failings of it. But nonetheless, oh, interesting little pigtail. Nonetheless, a very, very impressive performance.
Of bout number 30 in the 60 kilogram weight category by points 0-1 to 11. Winner in the blue corner, Jai Bhagwan from India.
So Jai Bhagwan from India, the winner of the